All right, welcome to Fan Nation. He's Rich and I'm Daisy. Okay, Rich, 9-0. Can you believe it?
Unreal. 412 fans around the world are pinching themselves over the success of the Steelers.
And now joining us is Bob Hart's Abishola star and 412 lifer Billy Gardell. Hey, Billy, thanks so much. Now, how much are you hearting the Steelers right now?
They are the great joy in my life, especially with all that's going on in the world right now. They are just giving us such a gift every Sunday. They're just so special and fun to watch. And what a gift to have that on Sundays right now.
Billy, you weren't biting your nails for the last game, so let's break it down. I mean, it was a huge win, 9-0. It's never happened in Pittsburgh before.
No, it's just wonderful, man. And, you know, it's nice to send a message, too, to the youngsters that come into the league and remind them that there's a long tradition of us running the AFC North, and maybe you should think about that on your way back to Ohio.
All right, tomorrow's game, we're playing the Jags. How appropriate, right? Now, what are your expectations?
Yeah, first of all, they are aptly named, in my opinion. We have unfinished business with them. They won and beat us in the playoffs at home a couple years ago, and I got to tell you, man, I was at that game, and I was on my way out to the airport, and got to the airport, and there were some Jaguars fans out there, and they don't know how to act. So I think what they need is a little reminder that they're so new at winning, it's cute. And the rent is due. The rent is due this week.
You left the Burgh a long time ago, yet you still hold the city close to your heart. Why is that?
Pittsburgh idealism stayed with me. You know, choose right over wrong. Be strong enough to make the right decision. You are who you are when nobody's looking. You know, those things, pride in your work, accountability, family. And I try to hold on to that stuff with both hands, because what I've found is it's been a gift in my career in Hollywood. You know, I go to the studio, I do my job, I come home to my family. You do that, you have a solid foundation, and your family is, as long as your family is more important than what you're doing for a living, your compass stays right.
How did you become a comedian? Were you always funny?
You know, my dad was the funniest human being I ever knew in my life. And, but here's a great thing about Pittsburgh's sense of humor. Like, LA is a very esoteric, smart type of humor. New York is a very dark and jaded type of humor, and they all have their places. But the thing I love about Pittsburgh humor, and I think it's Midwestern, is that you give somebody a shot, but there's a little bit of sugar with it too. So it's funny too. Like, my dad had a great way of telling you to do stuff in a funny way and still kind of keeping you in check, making sure your head don't get too big. Like, when I would go visit him, I remember when Mike and Molly became a hit, I went down to visit him, and he was like, "Hey, Bill, take the trash out." And of course, my dad, I'm going to do that. But before I get to the can, he yelled to his neighbor, "John, look at a big TV star taking out my garbage."
We're going to do some rapid fire questions here, if you don't mind.
Okay,
I'm going to start it off with the first one. Knowing where you're from, Triangle or Permane Brothers?
Triangle. But that's only because I'm a homer for Swissvale. I love Permane Brothers, but I'll take a Battleship any day of the week.
Of course. Minios or Fioris?
For me, it's Fioris.
All right. Thunderbolt or Phantom's Revenge?
Thunderbolt, hands down. I don't like that. That Phantom Revenge, that don't look right to me. Just don't. Yeah, it don't look right. I like to get on that Thunderbolt and hope we make it around the corner without the wood cracking.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one? Jumbo or chipped ham?
Ooh, that's a tough call. I got to go chipped ham, because it can not only be a chipped ham sandwich, but it can be ham barbecue. So you got two uses out of that. If I'm choosing, I'm going chipped ham. Isley's.
All right. Myron Cope or Mike Lang?
Well, I like Mike a lot, but Cope is the standard, I think. Cope is the voice that we grew up on. So
Ben or Bradshaw?
Boy, that's tough. I think Bradshaw, just because that was being 10 years old and your Steeler pajamas and really watching for the first time the effect that team winning a Super Bowl had on that city.
TJ or LC?
TJ. That's just a motor that does it. He's beast mode. That's just beast mode.
Hey, thanks a lot, Billy. I really appreciate it. I love the show. You're just a talented, funny guy. Love seeing you.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Continued success with your show. Back at you, my dear.
You.
Back at you.
Yeah.